Hello teachers, this is Mrs. Adam here, and I am working on a technology action plan. And my action plan is to find a way that I can formally assess my students on a daily basis. And I was thinking of using like an exit ticket to do that. And so I've been doing some investigating, and I have found a platform called Socrative, and I feel this is going to be an effective way to implement exit tickets in my computer science classroom. So I'd like to just give you a little bit of a tutorial on how you could implement the same idea in your classroom. Okay, so first off, you're going to have to sign in, and I do have my screen split here. I'm going to be using this for the student end and then this side over here for my teacher end. So let me talk about the teacher end first. So you're going to log into your teacher account, and I already had mine set up, and it's set up through my Google. And you can see here in Socrative, I'm able to do these 5 things. And you can see there is that exit ticket option. So that's really what drew me to this platform. I can also create quizzes. I can do a space race game. I can do the exit ticket option. And then I can also post a quick question. So if I wanted to gauge my students like in the middle of a lesson on how well they understand a particular topic, I could pose a question, say a question, put it on the board. They could log into their student account and answer that question just right then and there. So that would give me some data and some information so I'm able to see which students are understanding and which students are not. So one thing you're going to need to do as a teacher is set up a room. Now with the free version of Socrative, you get 1 free room. So I just called mine Adam Home. So my last name's Adam and I teach at home. So that's why I called it that. That should be some kind of an easy room name that your students are going to remember. Okay, so then what you're going to do as a teacher is when you are ready to like launch a quiz or a exit ticket or whatever the case is, you will launch that. If you're doing a quiz, of course, you'd have to pre-make those and things like that. The exit tickets you can do kind of on the fly. So basically what I did here is I prepared a list of possible exit tickets for my first unit. And I think that would be very helpful if you did that too. I have 3 questions for each day. Now, obviously, I'm not going to ask all 3 of the questions, but kind of depending on the day and the feel I'm getting with my students, I'll pick one of these questions that feels right for me and my students that particular day. So having maybe 3 to 5 questions pre-made that you could use would be a good thing for you to do as a teacher. Okay, so then once I decide on which question I'm going to use, what you would do then is that question, you would copy it and paste it onto your learning management system. Like if it's Schoology or Google Classroom, whatever you're using, you'll just copy that right into your class for there. Or you could also write it up on the whiteboard or project it on the screen. So let me just show you here how easy this is. So I'm going to launch an exit ticket. So I'm going to go into exit ticket here, and you can just see here, this is one that I had already started. So I'm going to just finish that. And I am going to log in as a student here. And when they do that, you're going to need to add in the classroom name. So this is going to be Adam Holmes. And then I'm going to hit join. And then it's going to ask for something to be launched by the teacher. And I thought I already did that, which I didn't. Okay, so then you're going to enter your name. And it's last name, comma, first name. So just remember to tell the students to do that. It's not necessarily going to matter if they don't, but just to kind of keep things consistent, it'll be good to do that. And then you're going to hit done. Now, once you see me do that, did you see how over here on the teacher side, that student got popped in? Okay. So now what the students are going to do is go through the 3-question exit ticket. And this will come up on their screen, and then they can answer the question. So it says, how well did you understand today's material? So I'm going to just say pretty well, and then I'm going to hit submit. Now when I hit submit, watch what happens on the teacher side. that response got automatically put in there for me as a teacher. So I'm able to immediately see how my students are answering these exit ticket questions. The next question, it says, what's something that you learned today in class? So the students would be able to type their response. And then watch again, when I hit submit, it's going to pop in right there for me to see what that student responded. Now, if I wanted to look at it more closely, I can just click on that question at the top, the two, and then it would show me here how that student responded. Okay, and then we're going to go to question 3. Now, question 3 is the one, like I said, that you're going to have to pre-make. And it says, please answer the teacher's question. So this is where you would have it posted on Schoology, Google Classroom, your whiteboard, or on the screen. And students would then be able to answer your question. So let's just go back to my question here. It says, other than creating computer games, what else might a computer scientist do? So I'll just type in here, make apps. Okay, and then when I hit submit, that answer came through, and then the student just says, okay, on the student account, it says, okay, they've completed that activity. Okay, so now as a teacher, I'm going to close out of the student one here, and I am going to expand this one so we can see this a little better. So now as a teacher, I can finish that, and I can say, yes, I want to finish this. And now I can go into reports here, and the exit ticket that I just created is right here, and I can show names, and I can show answers, and I can see that just on a list. Now, I only had one student, obviously. Like if I had more, though, they'd all be listed there. And then another nice feature here is under reports. I'm able to download or email or say to my drive the whole class spreadsheet of results. Or if I wanted to do individual results, I can do an individual. And once again, I can email that to myself. I could email that to the student. I could download it, or I could save it to my drive. So let me just do a download so you can just see what that report looks like. It's going to take it a second here to download it. It's going to put it in a zip file. The reason it would zip it is each student will have its own report. I only have the one student, so mine's not going to only have one here, but it would have every student. And then you're going to be able to see here how that student responded to those questions. So I'm going to be able to then use that information to guide my instruction. I can make modifications, I can make adjustments, I can decide, okay, maybe the student needs to come in for Tiger Time intervention, or maybe I'm going to need to find some kind of an extension activity for this student. So I'm going to be able to use these reports to help guide my instruction. And I really wanted to find a platform that allowed me to see student by student reports, which allowed me to email those to students, which allowed me to download those reports and use them to plan things out. And also that was very easy to use. And I find Socrative very easy to use. I also like the option that, you know, I can do a space game in here, or I can just pose these quick questions also. So not only am I going to be able to use this for exit tickets, I can do other things as well with this platform. So if my students get used to using this as exit tickets, it's going to be a very easy transition into using some of these other activities. Okay, I hope that was helpful on learning more about Socrative. I hope you found this tutorial video helpful. Thank you.